Hey you guys, Coach Liz here. I just want to share a little bit about our healthy habit this week, which of course comes from your life book. This week we are on element 5. There were so many great things in this element. It's all about creating healthy relationships. As human beings, we have a need for connection. And when we can make those connections positive, those relationships positive in our life, it will make all aspects of our life better. And so in this book, it actually teaches you how to improve the relationships in your life. There's a couple quotes that I really loved that I might frame or stitch on a pillow or something that Dr. Anderson mentions in here. The first one is, "It may take some work, but inch by inch, everything's a cinch." So I love that. Just remembering that it's those small, simple steps that help us progress. The second one he talks about is, and he's known to say this, he says, "Check yourself before you wreck yourself." So basically, stop and think before you act. Stop, challenge, choose. That's one thing he teaches over and over, is to stop and think about things before you react or before you make a choice. So what I wanted to share with you in this element is he has 4 questions that he goes over that we can ask ourselves in a situation. And it helps us to learn from our mistakes. So the first thing he says is, ask yourself, what is happening right now? What did I want to have happen? What is missing and what's next? So let's just use a scenario. Maybe you go to a birthday party and you're in a great fat burn, you're feeling awesome, but the cake looks really tempting and everyone's kind of encouraging you to have some, one piece won't hurt. So you eat the cake. You get kicked out of fat burn, your stomach hurts, so you just kind of regret that. So what was missing? And then what's next? So you can ask yourself, what happened? I went to the party and I ate the cake. What did I want to have happen? I wanted to go to the party and not eat the cake and enjoy my time there, enjoy the people that were there. What is missing? So maybe ask yourself what caused that. Maybe you went to the party hungry, or you didn't have a plan. You didn't let anyone know what your goal was for the party. You didn't think about how you wanted to feel when you came home from the party. Maybe you hung around the dessert table instead of when it was time to cut the cake. You didn't go and start a conversation or start playing a game to avoid that temptation. All right, so what's next? Okay, next birthday party, what are you going to do? Those steps really help you to walk through, like when you do make a choice that doesn't move you forward, to stop and think about what happened, what did you want to have happen, what was missing, and what's next? What will you do next? And you can use these same questions in your relationships also. And so that's one thing that Dr. Anderson teaches in this element that I encourage you to practice this week. He says that when you are in a conversation, to listen to every syllable the person says and not to respond until they're done, until they take their breath. And then that's when you respond. And you don't think about what you're going to say until they're done talking. And so you really take the time to listen to them before you respond. And he says to restate what they said in their words, not the story you're telling yourself of what it meant or what they meant, but just restate what they said. So if I'm hearing you right, you, and then, or restate what they said, and then respond. And it talks about above and below the line when you're thinking. So below the line is responding, being vulnerable, defensive, thinking that you have to be right, that they're always wrong, just kind of a negative response. Maybe you react quickly or in a bad tone of voice, or you take offense and you don't think before you answer. So that would be below the line thinking. If you're used to doing that, stop, take a breath, stop, challenge, choose, and try to respond in a positive, above the line way. So stop, think about that, try to be open, be curious. If you feel like maybe they were offensive, be curious. Ask them why they feel that way in a calm way. Be curious, and be open that they might have a different opinion, and that's okay. And be open to learning and to ask questions. And so that would be more above the line. So that is my challenge for you. Next week, we're going to talk about how healthy relationships can help you move forward. But I want you to practice that this week in your conversations, to stop and pay more attention, listen, and respond better. And ask yourself those 4 questions when you make a choice. What is happening? What did I want to have happen? What is missing? And what's next? Especially when you feel like you took a step backwards, ask yourself, What did I want to have happen? How did I want to feel when I left that party? All right, what's missing? What do I need to do different next time? And then you have a plan. What's next? So that's my challenge for you. Check out Element 5. It's awesome. If you don't have your life book, send me a message. I will tell you how to get your life book, but it's something that we work through every week, and it really helps you in all aspects of your life. So I hope you're doing great. I'd love to check in with you this week, and we will be in touch. Talk to you later.